just gotten home from dropping Sawyer off at school, and I need to head down to the office and get a little bit more work done and actually hop on Instagram and talk about today's YouTube video, the one that's going out today, which would be last week's video when you're seeing this, my spring what I eat in a day. Holy smokes, that video was a beast to film. I'm pretty sure I was filming for 13 hours. Like, there was so much footage. When I was editing it, I was like, oh my goodness, I kept catching mistakes. After I would upload it to YouTube, then I would catch another mistake. So this was before it was made public. I would pull it down, edit it again, and then I would notice another one. I feel like that happens. It's like after you send an email, then you catch the error. Something with the human brain. But I need to head down into the office, finish up a few things to get that video out, and then pop on Instagram. And I am craving the spring weather so much. Here in Michigan, we had 10 days of 80 degrees, and then it's been like snowing and raining. And today we have a beautiful sunny day, and then we have 8 more days of dreary, rainy weather. So I'm doing everything in my power. Last week I wore like a bright pink shirt. It was probably very shocking for everybody. I never typically wear that bright of a color, but one area I do tend to wear quite a bit of color is on my lips. Pretty much when I'm filming all of the time, I wear like a brighter lip, not too bright, and it's most of the time just like a chapstick, something really easy and comfortable to wear. To me, that is so important. You all know I've talked about makeup. I am not a makeup expert. I'm actually not good at all at doing makeup. I do the bare minimum because that's all my skills essentially can afford me to do, because I have no skills when it comes to eye makeup, hence why I don't wear eye makeup. And then as far as like eyeliner and doing different shading techniques, that's just not my cup of tea. One thing that is really important to me, and I've talked about this quite a bit on Instagram and here on YouTube, is using high quality products. For me, I'm a big fan of quality, and I don't think that necessarily means extremely expensive or extravagant, but I do value high quality products. And I have talked about my favorite clean makeup brands all of the time. And one brand that you will hear me talk about frequently is indeed Beret. I have so many of their products that I use every single day. I am never without these products. And so when they reached out to me to collaborate with me on this portion of today's video, I was over the moon, thrilled and excited, because I talk about their products on Instagram all of the time. This Perfecting Complexion Stick, I don't know how to describe it. It kind of goes on like a concealer, but it's definitely not a concealer. So I just put on a little bit of sunscreen on my face. I dot this in a few spots, and then I take a big brush or like a smaller foundation brush and I blend it out, and your skin looks flawless. I have been using this for 3 years. The first time I collaborated with Beret was 3 years ago, and I have been repurchasing this highlighting balm, this shade stick, their blush. I've been repurchasing all of these products ever since I worked with them the very first time, and I'm a huge fan of their tinted lip oil. With the spring season and colors, I'm bringing in a little bit more color, and as I said, I do tend to wear a little bit of color on my lips. And this is their newest tinted lip oil. It is their Shade Stick Glaze, and it is stunning. I actually was wearing it in last week's video as well. And as you can see, it's just the perfect pop of pink. And I feel as though the longer that I wear it, it looks completely natural on my lips and with my skin tone. And the nourishment that comes from this product is incredible. That's the thing about the Beret products, and I talk about this frequently, is that even though we want to use clean beauty, and I switched over to clean beauty products 15 years ago, and the selection was not what it is today. And I felt like one of the worst parts about it is that I was giving up my really high-end products. There were certain brands that I absolutely loved that I would get at the department store, like Saks Fifth Avenue, that were lip oils, and I loved those products ever since college. And then when I switched over to the cleaner brands, it definitely didn't give that luxury feel, that department store feel. And I don't think that you need to give up that luxury and that beauty just because you're using a clean makeup brand. And that is where Beret has come in to save the day. So as I said, I've been using their products nonstop for 3 years, ever since the first time I worked with them. Prior to that, I had only ever tried the highlighting balm, and still to this day, I use this every single day. Whenever you see the highlight on my cheekbones or in the corners of my eye, it is indeed this highlighter. And this is what you will see on my lips for the rest of the spring and probably summer season. The quinoa seed oil in here is what makes me keep reaching for this product because it helps restore the barrier on your lip. It protects your lips from environmental aggregates. So I have not only been loving the color, but also the overall nourishment, moisture, and that long-term health and look of my lips after using this product. So I will have all of my Merit favorites, all of them, linked for you guys in the description box down below if you're interested in giving Merit a try. I've gotten today's video out, which is last week's video for you guys. I have just a little bit of coffee left and I'm craving a total reset. I need to scrub down the kitchen and then I actually want to make like a cucumber herb water. If you're a subscriber of my channel, you know how much I love having herbed infused pitchers, but I'm going to do like a lemon lime cucumber herb pitcher for the rest of the week and over the weekend. It's such a delicious and nourishing way to get in a little extra hydration. But before we make this, I do need to do a sweep of the kitchen. It's still a little chaotic from breakfast, and I have been loving the Swiss or Swedish dishcloths. These are so fun to clean with. You just get a little bit of water on them, a little or a lot, depending on how much you need. And then I have been spraying the countertop with a little bit of Truce, and I've been wiping everything down. So I need to get to cleaning on the cooktop. There's still some oatmeal from the kids' breakfast. Everything just needs a good pizzazz, but I do tend to wait on Thursdays, which is the day I'm filming this. I do tend to wait until after I get out the YouTube video because I'm always kind of like rushing to get that out and all of the different things, and everything for last week's video needed to be completed because I also created a PDF of all of the recipes. So if you didn't download the PDF to last week's video, I highly encourage you to go back and download that PDF because then you can save it on your phone, on your computer. You can bring it with you to the grocery store, and then you have all of the recipes for some of my favorite springtime flavors. So we're going to do a little bit of cleaning, finish up our coffee, and then make a super nourishing spring hydrating herbal water to have in the refrigerator, and then head upstairs and do some vacuuming. Okay, so before we headed out on vacation a few weeks ago, I had a ton of herbs and I washed them, fully dried them, tossed them back in the container and put them in the freezer. So now, one, they didn't go bad, and two, they're perfect for putting in our pitcher of herb cucumber spa water. Luxury water at its finest. Yum. I sprinted into Whole Foods super fast, and I actually had 2 girls compliment me on my lip gloss while I was there. And then I went and I grabbed Sawyer, and now I'm going to bring in all of the groceries really quick and unload all of that before Ronan gets off the bus. So I'll give you guys a quick overview of everything that I got at Whole Foods. When you're seeing this video, it is currently May, and in the month of May, inside the Living Well membership area, we are focusing on our metabolism and aligning on any potential want to release weight. In the 4 years that I have been putting content on the internet, I've actually never made a video or recipes or anything that has had to do with releasing weight and or losing weight. I'm not a big fan of diet culture, but on the flip side, I'm also not a huge proponent of the anti-diet culture. I think we need to have a happy, healthy medium. And I think that a lot goes into metabolic health, and it is a much bigger conversation than just our weight. So I'm really excited for the month of May because I'm going to be honest with you, there have been times when I had Sawyer and I was nursing Sawyer, I got to a really low weight, and that does happen after I give birth and I nurse for an extended period of time. I release a ton of weight, and then I gain that weight back, obviously, once I start nursing, and my labs actually improve dramatically with that little bit of extra weight because my body, my set point isn't meant to be that low. So I think the month of May is going to be revolutionary for everybody inside the membership area. And if you're not in there, you can join us for $18 a month or $12 a month if you purchase the entire year, because we are going to talk about having a healthy relationship with our body constitution, and eating foods that nourish and fuel us, which is like everything that I'm going to show you here in a second, but also being metabolically flexible. We are not meant to be one weight our entire life for the rest of our life. We are meant to fluctuate a little bit, and going up or down 4 to 6 pounds is honestly very healthy, and it shows signs of a healthy metabolism. So I picked up a bunch of ingredients that I need to create some of the recipes that are currently live now when you're seeing this. But for me, for the end of this week and into this weekend, I'm finishing up some of the recipes for week 1 of our metabolism love and aligning with releasing weight for the month of May. So I'm gonna kind of go over a few of these things with you. And if you have questions on metabolic health and releasing weight and what goes into releasing weight, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to get back to everybody. Otherwise, I hope to just see you inside the membership area, and I can answer all of your questions live on our monthly live event. Going to head downstairs, grab a cup of tea, then jump back up here and fold a little bit more laundry before heading to bed. But I just wanted to thank all of you so much for spending the day with me. And if you liked today's video, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right over here on the screen. Give that a click. That way you don't miss a single video. And I hope to see you back here next Thursday.